Wow, what a jingle.
What a jingle.
Here we are, episode 1 of the Only Ones Laughing podcast.
Episode 1 already. God, it comes around fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does indeed. This has been a topic of conversation for a while to do something like this. And I always get a bit excited when we actually follow through with one of our ideas. Because we're lazy asses, aren't we?
Yeah, it's very rare that we actually do something we say we're going to do.
Yeah, I'm sure this lockdown has something to do with that. That's actually... You know, we've got the time to do it, so why not?
Why not?
And here we are. I'm super pumped. We got a pretty cool show lined up.
Some would even say jam-packed.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of took my breath away with that one. Yeah, we got a jam-ish packed show for you. We got a super special guest who we'll wait to reveal.
Yep.
Really excited for that. He's quite the guy.
Yeah, he's got some good stories.
He does.
I feel like this is just going to be one out of the many he could tell.
Yes. Oh God, you're going to be craving more once you've heard what he has to say. Anyway, I'm going to kick this off with asking Rob, my co-host here, how he is and how he's doing through this lockdown, because it's hard. It's difficult for people, especially him, because he's all alone.
Wow, thanks.
So how have you been? Seriously, because this is the first time I've seen you properly in, God knows how long now.
First time I've seen anyone I know in real life.
Yeah, not video calls.
Months, yeah.
So it's
I think actually the last time I saw anyone was you on my birthday, or the day before my birthday, when you came to drop off my present.
Drop off a little parcel on the doorstep and then back up into the road. Very weird times we're in, but so you've been keeping busy creatively.
Yeah, just kind of. I don't know if you've felt the same thing, but that whole pressure of feeling like you have to be more productive in this time, because
there's no excuse not to be.
Yeah,
exactly.
And all I see online is a lot of people saying you can't do that because it's still a time of turmoil.
Yeah,
but so I've just been suffering like everyone else with the whole I feel like every day I need to be making something amazing. Yeah, but really half of the days I just sort of I don't really know what I've done.
Play Fallout 76 probably.
Yeah, play that, sit down to do a drawing and then do one line and be like, it looks awful, and just stop.
Well, to paint a little picture for you listening at home, walking into Rob's flat here is kind of like being at Ensley Garden Centre. I'm waiting for freaking Robin Williams to jump out of all these plants. What year is it? It's flowing with creativity. I can't imagine it's that difficult to be creative in this space. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I kind of realised that I don't know how to do normal days. Mm-hmm. So a day feeling normal to me is one that I'm always doing something. Either that's music, painting, plants, whatever. And then when I actually think about I have too many hobbies to the point where I find it hard to know what to focus on.
Yeah.
But I find it hard to imagine what people with no hobbies do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? My day to day, I kind of realised the other day, I don't know.
I can't imagine people who don't live like me. Fucking boring.
Yeah, I didn't really say that very well. But I don't know, when you have one of those days every now and then where you're just doing housework.
Yeah.
And it makes me think, God, if I had kids, this is all I'd be able to do. Yeah. I kind of just the time at home makes you realise more how you actually spend that time.
Yes. This is it.
That's basically all I was trying to say.
Yeah. This is something you're going to have to get used to, guys. Waffle City. But no, I feel like this is a good segue into our first segment of the show, which is called Netflix and Spill. So, Netflix and Spill is basically where we discuss what we've been watching, what we've kind of caught up on during this time of lockdown, because people have been using this very wisely this time, because all the stuff people have been putting off. You know, you've always got that person who's like, mate, you need to watch insert TV show or film here, and you always go, yeah, you know what, I'll give that a go one day.
Yeah.
And now everyone's actually doing that because you can't do bugger all else. Like Netflix had to slow down their like streaming speeds
mental.
and stuff because everyone's just caning Netflix.
Didn't they restricted it to SD quality, didn't they?
I actually only noticed it once. I only noticed it once, like where it popped in really low quality. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. How does that work though? Because Netflix tiers are divided by quality. They kind of like obviously scale how many users can use it as well, but it's either SD, HD, or 4K.
Yeah.
So if you're paying for HD, surely they're not allowed to give you anything less.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know how that works.
Who bloody knows? The nerds
cares?
at Netflix. Who cares? That's the more important question. So, have you been watching anything? If I know you properly.
So I've actually, I have.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, nothing.
It's the thing about Rob. He's a film. He makes films for a living, but he doesn't watch any.
Yeah, pretty much. That's spot on.
Spot on.
Last film I watched was, I actually don't know. I can't remember.
There you go.
It was the second Star Wars from the new lot.
The Last Jedi. Is it that one?
No, Rise of Skywalker. Is that the second one?
No, that's the third. That's the latest one, isn't it?
Oh.
So it's Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and then Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. I think
any good?
I really enjoyed it, but I think that's because a lot of people said it was awful. So my expectations were very low.
Oh. Yeah, I've been saying to Tash because they're all ordered in like story order on Disney Plus. Like it's actually giving me some incentive to watch them.
Yeah,
like even the Star Wars story, Rogue One, and all that is in order. So it's
that's
cool.
That's
kind of cool. But then again, I did that with the Marvel films, and 18 out of the 22 there are.
Yeah,
I, really did not enjoy. I was just powering through to get to Endgame because it was in cinema, and I was just jumping on the hype train like everyone else.
You didn't want to be left out.
Yeah, I wanted the medal without doing the race.
Yeah,
I wanted to watch the end without having to sit through all the tripe. You gotta. No offense to any Marvel fans, it's good. I understand why people love it. Let's move on.
Backtracking.
Yeah. Insert like shoveled sound effect. So you watch any TV series?
During lockdown?
Yeah. That's what I'm asking you, baby.
That was meant to be the start of my sentence, not a question.
I thought you asked me. Yeah, you go.
So during lockdown, I think the only thing I've watched on TV is 2 of Boris's addresses.
Okay, not the kind of thing I was thinking.
And that was it. That's all I've watched. Apart from that,
it's just YouTube.
I literally just watch YouTube. I watch.
Well, that is the new norm, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've just been doing it for YouTube's kind of been my TV base for years,
like a decade, pretty much. Yeah.
Whereas now it's
I expect a lot of them as well.
Whereas now, oh my god, there's
That was not a joke. That actually happened.
I'm way too aware of it now. But yeah, enough about me.
Enough about me. Sling it over to me, boy.
Yeah. What have you been watching on Netflix?
So me and Tash, we consume
Who's Tash?
consume some Netflix. Tash, my partner, soon to be wife.
Oh,
if it still goes ahead in November, hopefully, fingers crossed.
I'm sure it will.
We've obviously, like everyone, we watched Tiger King. Luckily we watched it just before we started seeing memes literally everywhere where you couldn't avoid it.
Yeah.
Because I think, like most people, it's kind of put a lot of people off of watching it just because they've had it shoved down their throats relentlessly.
I feel like they've already watched it.
I can't lie, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. But now, this has come out of left field.
Yeah.
Tom and Faye recommended, our friend Tom and Faye recommended a show on BBC iPlayer called This Country. And basically the premise, it's kind of like shot like The Office. It's like a fake documentary, like a BBC crew are following this family in the UK, and they're just basically the most realistic chavs.
Nice.
But it's it's a comedy. Oh, I've got it now as well. It's like a Office style comedy wrapped around it, and it's so good.
Is it?
I recommend it to anyone. It's really 20-minute episodes. Have it on whilst you're eating your dinner and stuff. It's so good. It's so funny. I didn't expect to get into it like I have.
Yeah.
But it's
I
so
do think
iPlayer, really?
Yeah, I do think though iPlayer has the more interesting stuff now.
Oh yeah, there's some hidden gems on there for sure.
Yeah.
It's really good. Recommend that.
Why don't
Great
we list off maybe 3 of our, or just a handful of our favourite films? It's like a good way to get to know someone, isn't it?
Alrighty, yeah, okay. Well, go on, list off your 3.
Which would be interesting. So, Are we
just listing but like not going into detail?
Yeah, we don't have to go into detail. Just like
quick synop.
Yeah. So I think one would be Interstellar, because I just love sci-fi, and I like really big ideas in films where it's like, I guess seems really over the top, but they're kind of ideas that relate to things that are happening.
Make you think.
Yeah.
He also went to Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah.
Royal Albert Hall to watch the film with Hans Zimmer performing with the orchestra live.
It was insane.
And, Christopher Nolan was in the audience.
Yeah, Stephen
Hawkins, God rest his soul, was in the audience.
Michael Caine.
Let's not do our impressions. Your impressions.
Yeah, but so I've had like sort of bigger experiences as well with watching that film that kind of make it, I remember it very fondly. And then another one, classic, First Matrix. You
know what? I've never actually watched it.
What?
Never watched it. No.
Bloody hell. I don't know.
It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if it'd be your thing, because it's like 100% up my alley. I think the reason I like films like that is because I watched that when I was really young. So it was just like watching the film, being like, "Whoa, what the hell's going on?" And then afterwards, sort of growing up, finding out over the years a lot of the meaning and like knowing more about why they did what and stuff. It's just insane.
Yeah, I think I'm just too dumb for films like that. I think that's pretty much all it is.
I think The Matrix made everyone feel dumb when it first came out, but I
feel like I've seen all 3 of them just from cause, a lot of the scenes are quite iconic, and so that's Interstellar, Matrix, and
I think the third one would have to be Her.
Ooh, yeah, you were obsessed with that for a long time, weren't you?
Yeah, Spike Jonze, just cool ass dude.
He does make some cool films, doesn't he?
Yeah, and Joaquin Phoenix, and I don't know. I loved how, I don't know. It's just amazing film.
So he's lost for words. I think that's the mark of a good film. You don't even know why you love it so much.
It's just
cray.
The way it looks, because I prefer more like cinematography and stuff. So just the way that film even looks, not even getting into the story, it's just amazing. It's
like the shots and compositions are like paintings, aren't they?
Yeah,
like the colour.
So good. But yeah, those are my
that's your top 3.
Those are my top 3. So I sway more towards sci-fi, really. How about you, Aidan?
Oh well, thanks for asking, Rob. I think an obvious one that has been my favourite forever, as long as I can remember being a young boy, is JP, Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I love all of, well, not the Jurassic World films, but the first 3. Love them. Even got Mr. DNA tattooed on my arm. Means a lot. Oh shit. I don't actually
know if you want to share.
Yeah. See, this is why I thought he was setting me up. Basically, one of my favourite films, I don't even know, it's not a guilty pleasure at all, it's just I love it so much, is the 1998 Godzilla, where they made him like an iguana mutated by radiation and stuff. And
it is funny.
I love it.
Like, the thing though that I always I don't know, I feel like everyone's got a film that they love, but they feel like they shouldn't tell people they love it.
Oh yeah, I know it's 9% rotten on Rotten Tomatoes and everyone hates it, but I grew up in the 90s with that film.
Yeah.
Had it got all the toys and shit. It was just, I don't know, I used to keep the boxes that the toys came in. Yeah. And I used to make my own New York City, having the buildings and stuff, just that whole film. They made yellow taxis really cool for me.
Yeah.
I don't know, just the whole culture of New York was captured really cool in that film. Yeah. I love it so much. I think there's
just sometimes a film is wrapped up in too much nostalgia.
Yeah, I understand that it's not a very good film, just on general terms, but I love it. It means a lot.
My version of that would be Speed Racer.
Speed Racer, yeah. I was actually talking to Tom and Faye about that film not long ago. And they were like, God, I hate that film.
Yeah, it is awful. It's like, I totally get it. Like, it's really bad, the CGI. Like, they were going for a really stylized effect, but it kind of just comes across like a episode of Lazy Town, the way that they've, like, CGI'd it and stuff. But the thing is, it kind of strikes a nerve or a nostalgia sort of thread in my body that I used to be obsessed with, like Hot Wheels cars and like making these absurd tracks out of cardboard and just like all of that sort of stuff. So when I saw that, it just like blew my mind. And I totally get it is awful.
Yeah.
And there are parts of the film that I do like to skip because they're just so boring. But there's just something about a few scenes in that film that just really strike that nostalgia, and it's just unexplained joy. Yeah, pretty much.
It's a great thing, nostalgia. Love it. That's why people are obsessed with it, and just remakes coming out of our arse. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep it at 2 because I can't think of another one, and I don't want to just be sat here going
Well, I feel like
I'm trying to force one out.
I feel like another film that would sum up what you like would be something like Goodfellas or The Irishman. Like that sort of realm
my
of
obsession
movies.
with like mob movies that kind of started quite early on.
I feel like that just
love it. I think Goodfellas is definitely up there. Yeah, Goodfellas and Casino, which a lot of people say are basically the same film. Yeah, same actors playing nearly the same characters, just in a casino set. It's so good though. You just can't beat the dialogue and stuff. So good. I wish I could talk about that. But anyway,
I digress.
For future Netflix and Spill segments, we'd love it if you could recommend some stuff for us to watch during lockdown. Yeah. Send in your mails. Oh, no. Mail in your recommendations.
To our P.O. box.
P.O. box. Tell us what we should be watching.
Yeah. Is there any hidden gems?
Any hidden gems on iPlayer that no one knows about?
Or on YouTube, because I'm your guy.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Disney Plus. God, we're just flexing on everyone.
Yeah, we're not being paid by these people, obviously. But yeah, just contact us on either of our Instagram accounts, at Aidan Barwick, at Darwin_Bob.
Thank you.
Or, just whatever. People know us now. Get in contact. Just text me.
Just text
My
me.
number is...
But let us know what we should be watching.
Yeah, and we'll read them out in episode 2.
Yeah.
And onwards. Speaking of onwards and forwards with the show.
Did you want to...
I do.
Crack open your old cold one?
Oh.
Your old cold one?
See, Rob's looking out for me. He's seen I'm getting a bit parched. And I do have it's got a big bottle of San Miguel.
Weirdly smells like sulphur.
The bottle stinks. 660 mil, mate. Milliliter.
Mil, mate.
How do you...
It's on the end of it.
Oh! it's a tin opener, you see. I didn't really know how to use it.
Careful of the sofa.
Oh, yeah, shit. Alright, bloody hell. Well, talk then, Rob.
So we are going to move on to a segment that we like to call Banger of the Week.
Oh, this is a banger. Now let's just see what this sounds like.
This is where Rob and I choose a banger that we've been listening to.
Yeah. A song we've been obsessed with.
Yeah, and we want to share it with each other because we've got in some regards, we have very similar tastes and interests and what we find good about music, but we also just, we have the complete opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah. I feel like our bass listening tos, probably a better way of saying that somehow. Mm-hmm. But the stuff that we listen to more regularly is very different. Yeah. But the stuff that is a bit more outside of that is usually where our interests cross over.
Yeah. Like Rob has turned me on to quite a few artists and bands and stuff that I can't live without now. Like I genuinely listen to every other day. I don't know. When you're consuming music, you always go to you always revisit the same stuff. Yeah. And I thank you for that, Robert.
You're welcome.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm going to get Rob to pick his bang of the week, and we're going to play it for you because who knows, you might like it. You might like it at home.
So the song that I have been listening to on repeat, kind of just this past week, actually since the 22nd of April, which is when the song was released. Hello. But Yeah, I've had a few songs on repeat, but this one's been like the main one that I just can't stop listening to. And like as soon as I stop listening to it, I want to listen to it again. So it's by a guy called Gus Dapperton. I don't know when he first like sort of came around, but I probably first knew of him last year maybe, or 2 years ago. But he was in my, like the Spotify roundup, Spotify Unwrapped. He was in my like top 5 last year. So I kind of listened to him a lot anyway. But this song came out and it just really instantly, as soon as I heard it, was like, I can't stop listening to it.
Nice.
But yeah, it's very, I don't know how I'd describe the music. I'd say it's like ultimate hipster without being offensive.
Nice. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be offensive saying that, but like that's the best way to describe it.
Right. Okay.
Really, and keep it short.
What's the song called?
It's called First Aid.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's a bit more like stripped back, which is why I kind of like it. So
Cool. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Here we go.
Sorry about my head, it's not here. I'm still learning how to fear. I'm too spirited for one of a kind. About my head, it's all near, but I'm learning how to steer. It's a miracle that I still oblige. Oh, oblige. the size of I-95. I've tried.
So that was Gus Dapperton, First Aid. What do you think?
I like that. That's
Yeah.
nice. That's proper, like, sat out in the garden
Yeah.
with a couple tinnies.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is, yeah.
I thought you wouldn't mind that one.
Yeah. Nice vocals. Nice female harmony that came in towards
Yeah.
the end. Just nice. Flows
Yeah.
lovely, doesn't it?
It's just one of those ones that whenever I listen to it, it gives me like goosebumps. Does that whole...
It affects you. It affects you emotionally.
Yeah, just love it.
There you have it. That was a good pick for your first banger of the week.
Yeah. And I will just give honourable mentions.
Oh, honourable mentions. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting that.
So, Faith by The Weeknd.
Oh,
That is just so good. Love it. And also, I can't remember what it's called, but one of the 1975's latest new song. The one that goes, maybe I'll like you better if you took off your clothes. It has that lyric in it.
well, if you know that one at
good.
home,
Give
send
it
in your mail. I don't know why I keep going to that. It's not fucking SMTV Live. PO
Yeah,
Box.
that was Gus Dapperton.
Get on the stream. Give him the streams. Get on
Although
Spotify.
he's not a small artist by any means. He's got like 1.8 million monthly
Don't bother
listeners.
giving him the stream because he's already got enough. The fucking bastard. Nice.
So,
Well, that concludes Banger of the Week for now, because later on I'm going to pick my Banger of the Week.
Yeah.
But first,
Speaking of Chris Martin,
speaking of Coldplay, let's move on to our next segment. Now, I'm absolutely buzzing for this because we have a special guest who we're going to get on the line shortly.
who is this special guest?
This is Josh Ayres. Some people may know him from just stupid videos on Instagram that we've made. His BBC appearances at like every festival he ever goes to. He's always on bloody
Yeah.
TV.
If
He
you
always
watch,
stands out.
Glastonbury when Paolo Nutini was performing.
Oh, that's a classic. Glastonbury 2014. Paolo Nutini on like the pyramid stage or something. Out of a crowd of what, 200,000 people.
Yeah.
He stood on someone's shoulders with a leopard print thong with his with his bollock hanging out of the side, and the cameraman was right on it. It's just like, look at that.
He had his own close up.
He did.
Amazing.
Hang on a minute.
I saw that live, and I was at my sister's house. And
Yeah.
so me and both my sisters were just sat watching Paolo Nutini, and then Josh just comes up on the screen. I was like, "What the hell? That's Josh!"
I know that guy.
I know.
No, you don't. You must just see and think. No, that was seriously the amount of texts that were coming in. Like, I think I've just seen Josh Ayres on TV. Yeah, so he's quite an eccentric character, and he's got a particularly funny, amazing story that I never tire of hearing.
Yeah.
And this segment is called Fabulous Stories from Our Friends.
Let me tell you something, shitbird. You ain't gonna believe this. Listen up!
Now this is a story all about him.
Wow, really? Well, then tell it to me.
We're starting big. We're starting with Josh because he's a great storyteller and he loves story time. So yeah, if you've got any stories, fax them in. No, don't. But yeah, we're going to get him on the
Mail
line
them.
shortly.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's just get this set up.
let's try and get him. See if he picks up first go.
Hello.
Hey, there he is.
Hey,
He's
there he
finally awake from his nap. How you doing, boy? You right?
Oh, yeah, no, not too bad. Apologies for that, fellas.
So sorry for the 9 or 10 missed calls. I was starting to panic a little bit, but
Oh, dear, yeah, well, it completely slipped my mind. I was sort of thinking about this morning, but then as the time came, I had a bit of a busy morning and then walked Rowie and Watson and then got back and Rowie's typical kind of asking for a nap and that, and I was like, yeah, let's have a little cuddle and a nap, and before I knew I was asleep.
that's all right. I was messaging Stevie and everything. I was proper worried. But we have you on the first episode of the Only Ones Laughing podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We are busting.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's like you were preempted about this yesterday or something.
Well, I'm half asleep, so it feels like I'm hearing all this for the first time. So.
We introed you earlier and briefly touched on your amazing BBC career with your appearances live on TV during festivals, which I think segues nicely into the story you're going to tell for us today.
Yeah, I believe it does, actually. Alright, so I'm just going to access and get really stuck into the mind's eye, if you like. It seems right to start the fact that it was Radio 1's big weekend, and it was kind of featuring an extra, which is just up the A38 from Plymouth, where we were living at the time. So it was good Radio 1 to come down this far. So we kind of had to be there. So it was 2016. I haven't googled the year, but I think that's what my mind's telling me.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah, that is.
Researched that earlier.
So yeah, I was going with my girlfriend at the time, but now wife, Stevie.
Oh,
so
nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
And yeah, we kind of got the weekend tickets. So I won them on Radio 1's kind of like ticket giveaway in the mornings. But yeah, I remember you, Aidan, actually, you did actually end up going to that, but you went not on this day.
So I went to the day that I didn't want to go on.
Yeah.
And, me and Rob here were filming a wedding on the day that the story takes place on, which I was very gutted about.
Go. That's a commitment, going to festival the day you didn't actually want to go to the festival.
Yeah, watching fucking Mumford & Sons when I was there for Biffy Clyro the day before. And couldn't go.
Yeah,
Never mind, we won't get bitter. Carry on.
So me and Stevie I think we were planning on watching Last Shadow Puppets. I think they were due to come on, not on the main stage, but just on like the equivalent to like the NME if you were going to radio.
Yeah, the second biggest.
So, yeah, this band had finished, and I saw a guy just kind of come out, and he walks up to he was like walking to nowhere, like towards the fence. Like, what the hell is he doing? So I kind of paid a bit of attention to him. Then it was a bit of a secret knock almost, or something like that. So he's gone up and knocked on like this bit of metal. What the hell was he doing? And then, so I was like fully intrigued. So I just saw the gate swing open. Or I wasn't even aware there was a gate there, but just like a bit of metal kind of swung open. And he kind of flashed his wrist, and that was me kind of like, ooh, that was me just fully there. In the moment I was just like, I've got to go wherever the hell he's going. But probably before that, what kind of struck was that, oh Christ, that's obviously backstage, and that's a way to get by. And I was like, I do have a wristband actually, because of the Radio 1's big weekend tickets. We had our own little section. I don't think anyone in the main festival actually had any kind of wristbands. So I thought,
I was like contest winners, like you had like a little lounge area, didn't you?
Yeah. So just kind of like no backstage or anything like that, but yeah, just like you say, just like a little kind of lounge area, just where the Radio 1 DJs might sort of swing by, and that's about as much celebrity as you're going to get. So I sat with Stevie. I was saying, I'm just going to go try. There's literally there's no way on earth I'm going to be let back there. So I'm going to have to go knock and try. I mean, what was kind of going through my mind at the time was that obviously Biffy Clyro were due to play on the stage in about 2 to 3 hours' time. So that was enough kind of like, oh, there's a nice window to get back right now. And if Biffy are going to be about, they're going to be taking each other's shirts off and getting all kind of limbered up and ready, and just like oiling each other out. So that's definitely the best point I'm ever going to get a chance to see Biffy Clyro. So I was just like, I'm going to go up and knock. And I was just going through my head, it's just confidence is key, so I just kind of have to go. So I just knocked on that bit of the fencing, and lo and behold, it kind of opened up, and right behind it, I knew that there was just one security guard, and by security guard, I just mean it was a lady that's just got a little job for the weekend, opening the door, and I just knew that she wasn't prepared to do her job properly. Just by looking at her, no, that was enough to kind of be like, yeah, let me in. I just kind of showed her the wristband and just carried on walking, and just waited for anything to happen, and that was it. I was in, but at that point it's just still like loads of open fields almost, and just like a few odd people about just kind of like walking, but then big distance, and like you got the big tour vans and things like that. But so I almost didn't know which way to go, so I just kind of walked in one direction, and there was One Direction right in front of me, and then
okay, that's not true.
Unfortunately not. I mean, that would have been me going and getting Stevie, and she would have literally wet herself. So I kind of took in one direction. I mean, I guess like all stories go, all good stories go anyway, there should be questions at the end, but feel free if there's anything that kind of intrigues you enough to jump in and stop this flow of genius. But yeah, so I kind of headed towards where I could sniff any kind of Biffy boy. I was getting close to something, I guess, a little bit more happening, and like there's a few more people about. And the first kind of person that struck me was sort of red hair. Who's that again? I was like, oh yeah, Radio 1 DJ. It was Alice Levine.
Oh, okay.
She was still with a couple of people and just like having a bit of a casual chat. And it was kind of like, as I was getting a little bit closer there, their chat was like just coming to the end, and that they kind of tipped to one direction. She just then started like stare towards me, blatantly going to hit on me. So I just kind of went in and just like, hey, how you doing? And I just having a quick look for the Biffy boys, where they're at. And she was like, I saw them about a little bit earlier, like something she probably knew exactly where they were, but she wanted me to give me enough time to get this absolute fool out of the way and get security in and check them out. Yeah, and from there I just kind of like went to another little area, and I had to go through like this another little security patch into another little area, but it looked a lot more promising. And I think that's where you get your BBC One Live lounge areas as well. So it's kind of like little quirky setup and like little sofa. And
well, they do little like interviews with the bands and stuff.
Yeah, that's the one. So you got a little lounge.
You just casually strolled in.
Yeah. I swear there's like 2 security guards, but a car kind of just pulled up outside of that, and I just kind of used that again, like little opportunities just to kind of walk really closely beside the car and just walk in.
Yeah.
I was kind of like into like the pods where all the dressing rooms and things and that were.
So you were getting closer.
Point, yeah, I was so close, and I was just so fixed, so like hyper vigilant of just like everything that I was doing, and the fact that I just needed to see the Bishop Boy and get out there as soon as possible. All I could see myself doing was just banging on each dressing room and just kind of waiting. And it was just like, this is too far. So it's just like, right, I need to go and recollect. So I kind of headed out of that little security area a bit again. And there was still some other bits going on, so I kind of walked across the way. And then, like the cafeteria area, I just came around the corner, and there wasn't too many people in there, but it was just a few heads, and just like, I was just second guessing, would that be silence? And even then, at that point, what do you do if somebody's like tucking into their meal backstage, and then you just go and sit down and try and have a meal with them? So then I think it occurred to me to just go and try and blag a free meal, but that was just, I had bigger fish to fry at this point, so I had to go. So I'd head back out, and again, at that point there wasn't really too many good places to linger, so I did the next best thing, and I was receiving a call from Stevie. It was probably that, a slightly angry Stevie on the other end.
You had been gone long enough at this point.
Why the fluff have you just left me here outside? And this was essentially my day that I'd gone through this festival with, and I was waltzing around just trying to pursue my own
very selfish. Very selfish.
Yeah, that's me. It's kind of through and through at this point. Hitting the nail on the head. So I was on the phone to Stevie. She was getting a little bit irate. I've just been here. I saw this thing. What felt like really close to Biffy Clyro. I was so close there, and up in this little pod. I didn't really see anyone else. But there's lots of people about, and I was just like, I turned around. There's the figure of this man. And I think at this point I'll have to just stop the story and just ask how much I'm being paid to tell the story.
We'll negotiate afterwards.
Let's negotiate now. Okay? Who could this man be? But it was obviously Chris Martin right in front of me, just having a conversation, just finishing his conversation with 2 people as I turned around, like hand on head sort of thing. And he was like, he's a good like 10, 15 metres away. He's probably got people stopping left, right and centre.
Who is Chris Martin for the people that don't know?
So do you know Bee Gees? A slightly famous band called Coldplay. So Chris Martin, the main man. People that don't know who he is, Christ.
Yeah, well, we got some thickos without that.
What's your audience for this? he's heading in my direction, kind of. So I was just, I've just bolted at this point. I was still on the phone to Steve, and I still heard Stevie's tone of voice was still really disappointed in what I was doing. I was just like, it's Chris Martin, I've just got to go. Just like shaking, he's kind of walking across, and I was just like, Chris Martin, that's a live and breathe. And I don't know whether that was internal or external, but obviously he got just like, as soon as he kind of saw my face, he knew what was happening to me, and I don't know a clue what, and even to this moment know what's happening to me, but he experiences about 50,000 times a day.
Thankfully he's a very gracious man and would stop for you.
He was straight away, he's just like, oh God, he did say something along the lines of, I'm not doing any kind of media stuff, or I think he caught probably my shaky legs at that point.
Your Bambi legs.
My fainting probably gave it away. So I was just like, do you mind just getting a photo? That's probably all I really said, and just kind of mumbled that. He kind of, his shape changed a little bit then, and he kind of like, he did warm, and his graciousness came out, and he was really kind of like like lovely and quickly enough to kind of wrap his arm around me. And then I've like put my phone up, and I think it's my iPhone S. So I just tried to swipe for the camera, and I've got my sunglasses on as well, so I can't really see it in my phone what I'm doing. My hand's shaking so much. I just have to do something. So I just start taking photos, just hammering it, and then I'm just like, and then I kind of finish and say, thank you. And he was just like, that wasn't facing us the whole time. And I was just like, yeah.
Taking photos of the sky.
Again, he could have just buggered off at that point so easily. It'd just been like one absolute fool. He's going to absolutely hate himself when he goes to show his girlfriend the photos of a few leaves and so I turned it around and got a couple of decent little photos.
And he's looking at you, he's smiling, looking at you like, what a moron. And it's made for quite a nice photo in the end, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So I think it was a couple. I think only one made the social media. At that point, obviously reached such a height in Hearts to, as you can imagine.
Well, because Coldplay are also, like, you're a huge fan of Coldplay, aren't you?
Yeah,
like you were there
exactly.
to meet Biffy Clyro, but, Coldplay is like your second big band, isn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. I guess it's probably why we're so fortunate that when the Radio 1 weekend did actually make its way down this way, actually featured, like say, two of the biggest bands that, definitely make my top 5.
Yeah.
So that was kind of magical, and it was at that point I just kind of made my exit for that area. I didn't even try and hang around. I think there's probably loosely I kind of looked into that little pod that I was talking about. Yeah. So I went straight back out and I think Stevie kind of came round in the end.
Yeah, I can't imagine she would have been too happy to see that picture.
Yeah.
Been stood by the bins, waiting for you.
That's pretty much where I left her. But it just kind of sums up this whole idea that Stevie's always, she's always felt that, my best moments have been away from her, even when we have been together. So I'd gone and explored, have one of the most surreal, kind of amazing, spontaneous kind of moments. And it was when we were at a festival, and I'd gone and left her at that point. So, I think once she got over that, she liked the photo.
Is there a moral to this story?
I think the moral is, when you meet kind of somebody heroic or somebody that you kind of really put up there, have an idea of what it is that you actually want to tell them, and nail that down despite your nerves in that moment, or kind of whatever's going through your mind. Yeah, it was lovely, man. I don't know why you asked for that story.
I love it so much. It's so good.
Obviously, I had to, for legal reasons, clear up the fact that Alice Levine did actually grab me, take me backstage and fuck my brains out. Stevie definitely wouldn't be happy about that. Yeah.
Josh, it's been a pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on, telling that story.
Yeah, no worries, thank you. Well, thanks for having me on, and if you need me back for next week when I talk about meeting a guy called Bob down at Audi, then I'm your man.
Thank you so much for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's been lovely. Thank you, guys. Yeah, and I can't wait to hear what else you guys are popping out there. Everyone's not laughing, something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, you got it. The Only Ones Laughing podcast. Come on, mate.
Smile for no. No, it's good. No, we like the name. So much so me and Stevie got it as a banner in our back garden now. So anyone can see it. If you hover around the Stoke area, if you're flying over at any point. Right. Good one, gents.
All right. Cheers, Josh. Take care,
later,
fella.
Josh.
Bye.
Bye.
So that was Josh, everybody.
There you have it. What an absolute eccentric character.
Josh, as I live and breathe.
One of my favourite people on the planet.
Thanks.
He's got stories coming out of his arse, and he's been through some stuff. He's done some stuff in his lifetime.
Yeah.
Good to have him on to christen the first ever.
He's just one of them people that
friends.
is always in the right place at the right time.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how he gets into half of these situations that he has. I mean, to kind of sum him up, he dropped his entire life at one point, packed a suitcase with a couple pot noodles, some beans, some socks and pants and vests, and just went to France. With no money, no nothing. He ended up living with a fisherman and just hitchhiking, and he's settled down a bit now. He's got a wife and 2 beautiful children.
Lovely dog
Watson, who was his best man at his wedding, which is just that sums him up perfectly.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
Yeah.
What a great way to start the fabulous stories from our friends segment each week.
What a pleasure it was.
What a pleasure.
So it's about that time again, guys. Banger of the week.
Banger of the week, here it is.
But this time, From Aiden.
It's my banger of the week. My banger, my banger.
Oh, this is a banger. Now let's just see what this sounds like.
Well, if you follow me on Instagram or whatever, I talk a lot about a small band from Hastings called Kid Capici. I think Rob's chuckling away because he should have known. He should have known.
I should have known this one.
But no, it coincides nicely because they've just released a new single like a week or so ago.
Oh, nice.
I'm super excited because to coincide with the release of the song, they produced a very super limited run of CDs, like handmade CDs, limited run of 10, and I managed to get my hands on one.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
10.
There was a lot of disappointed Kid Capici fans on the old like fan page, but somehow Tash managed to get through when they went on sale.
Were you going to call her Mash?
Tash, Mash, whatever. Yeah, call her whatever.
Baggers and Mash.
Bags and Mash. Bags and Tash. Yeah, so super excited about the song, and that I've got 1 of 10.
That's pretty insane. 1 of 10.
Yeah, they did a normal run of CDs, but they did like a special like 10 versions of this like cover, and
Nice.
they only made 10, and they had each
That's
CD
cool.
had a like a drunken message from the band,
Amazing.
which is cool. And yeah, I'm really excited about this band because they've kind of been quickly gaining traction. They kind of got spotted by Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes and ended up taking them on tour with them to open for them across Europe.
I remember you telling me about them, like, was it like a year or so ago?
Yeah, and it's just been really cool to kind of be on the journey with them. Met them as well in Bristol after a show, and they're just super cool people, and their music is bloody amazing.
Yeah.
The song is called Household Shame. The band is called Kid Capici. Enjoy.
We're always traveling through space and time. She's pulling me back
And there you have it. That's Kid Capici with Household Shame. What a fucking banger that is. You can just imagine being in a muddy old field or a sunny old field at a festival, just piss and beer flying everywhere. They've just got very chanty.
When I was listening to it, my first thought was, this sounds like a really good live song.
Yeah.
Like it just sounds like, I don't know, like Reading in like the pit tent or something.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Dark daytime tent.
Yeah.
And just cups of whatever flying everywhere.
Cups of warm liquids
Beer.
flying everywhere. Yeah, beer.
I wish.
That's what you tell yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you like the sound of that, check them out because their songs are just great. Thankfully, they're getting the exposure they deserve.
I can totally see why they were like supporting Frank Carter on tour. Like, it makes so much sense. But it was just reminding me of laying down at like the main stage at Reading.
What I'd do to be doing that right now.
Oh, so good.
No festivals this year.
No.
Reading finally pulled the plug. They held out for as long as they could.
Makes sense. Like,
they were holding on. They were hoping it was gonna all be blown over by this point. But
I don't think there's going to be any real in-person gigs for until next year at least.
No, that Radio 1 Big Weekend gig is happening, I think, next week. Which because they originally cancelled like everyone else, and later came back saying, actually, it's back on, but it's going to be entirely online.
Yeah.
And I know you were like, maybe yesterday we were talking about this, and you said maybe everything's just going to be stripped back, acoustic, like doing it from their homes. But I watched Simon Neil's final live stream last night, and he kind of said like, I'll see you next week at the Big Weekend stream. Nice. Enough of this acoustic nonsense. It's going to be loud. So who knows what the setup's going to be? Like they, because they've got a few bands and just like solo artists, and they're going to need to have their full production. And it's
how
going
they
to be cool.
How Big Weekend does it?
Because it could inform and influence other events to follow in the footsteps.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me because obviously these festivals have contracts. And a lot of these musicians, I imagine, are obviously very locked into that contract. But if you booked, I don't know, let's just use like Glastonbury as an example, Paul McCartney this year to headline, he might already be booked for next year. So it's not like they can just do the same festival next year. So I feel like, I wonder if other festivals will like follow suit as Big Weekend, but they'll just do it very stripped back. And it's like, these three are meant to be headlining, so we're just going to have them do like a nice little show, just so it's like just something. Yeah,
that sucks because I was really looking forward to seeing what the Rage Against the Machine headline slot was going to look like.
That was going to be insane.
Like, especially with how Reading Festival is in this day and age, like the landscape's changed quite a bit, and I
guarantee, because we went to Reading last year, and it was really interesting because, like you said, the crowd has changed drastically at Reading. It's a lot of people who obviously really like grime or rap, that sort of era, and it's a lot of A-level students who've just got their exam results. Yeah. So there was all that all weekend, and then Foo Fighters were closing the Sunday.
And then they all disappeared, and all the adults just came out of the woodwork.
And all the like dads and like adults literally came out of nowhere, and all those kids just disappeared, and it was just like a complete flip.
Yeah,
well, it was really weird.
Last year was, you had the likes of Billie Eilish and Post Malone there. Yeah. It was full of like copy and paste kids everywhere, just like either dressed like Billie Eilish or XYZ. But we were the whole weekend. We were like, where the hell? Like, we feel like we're the oldest people here, which is just mental. And then, like you said, Foo Fighters on the Sunday. I saw a guy walk past, like in his 40s, 50s, whatever, wearing an Alice in Chains t-shirt, and I've never been so excited to see like an old man. I was like, oh, thank God, my people.
That's where we differ.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, so I feel like if Reading was going on this year, I would imagine to see the same thing for Rage.
Yeah, when they announced Rage Against the Machine were like closing the festival, and the amount of comments were just like, who the hell are Rage Against the Machine? It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Don't say these things.
Like, I don't listen to Rage Against the Machine, but I understand their importance, and I don't know.
I changed the game a bit.
If I was going Reading and they were like playing, I would have to go and watch it.
It's a bit of an event more than just a band playing. We have a new segment that I'm eager to try out.
Yeah, as opposed to all the other episodes.
A new segment. Oh no. Our next segment, I'm really excited about this. I came up with the idea yesterday,
Yeah.
and Rob liked the sound of it, so that made me even more excited. Made me warm down to the cockles. What? I don't know. The segment is called "What You Laughing At."
What are you laughing at?
What are you laughing
What
at?
are you laughing at?
We both have picked 2 celebrity laughs, and we have to take turns in guessing who those laughs belong to. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be harder than it sounds.
Yeah, when we both talked about it, we were like, yeah, it'll be easy. There'll be like compilations of famous people laughing on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's actually quite hard to find someone laughing without someone else laughing with them.
Yeah, one of mine is a bit of a audio mess, but the laugh cuts over it all.
Yeah.
Who would like to go first? Because we'll do like one each, like taking turns.
Yeah. I'll go first.
That is Matthew McConaughey.
Damn, yeah.
Is it?
It is.
Nice. There was one in the middle that was just like, yeah, that's Matthew McConaughey. He's got quite a few different ones, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's why I kind of like left in a few, because I feel like the like timbre of it is pretty similar, but because he's acting, it changes.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
one to me, mate.
Nice.
Got that one straight away.
Nicely done, my guy.
Matthew McCon.
Matthew
Right.
McConaughey.
Next up is me with my first laugh track.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's make sure we're full volume for this. Here we go. Do you want it again?
Yeah. Oh god.
Very iconic laugh.
Oh god, I really don't know.
You want it one more time?
Yeah. Oh my god, it sounds mental. I really don't know.
It's been dubbed the donkey laugh online. But who does that laugh belong to?
Sounds like someone who's like a stoner or something.
It's mental. Any guesses? I feel like as soon as I tell you who it is, you can be like, oh yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. Is it Ricky Gervais, maybe?
It's not. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take that as your guess.
Okay, it's just because it's like shrouded in like a load of other
Yeah,
noise.
it's like an audience laughing with it. That laugh belongs to Jay-Z.
Oh, okay. It sounds mental. Moving on to me now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
your second laugh.
My second laugh. Ooh, tricky.
That's quite hard, that
The
one.
look on your face is priceless, my guy.
My guy. Ooh, I'm struggling with that one.
You'll
One more
kick-
time.
You'll kick yourself.
One more time.
Do you want me to narrow it down? Like
Yeah, maybe.
musician.
Play one more. Is that Dave Grohl?
No. Do you want to know?
Yeah, I could just hear it going through his big teeth.
Chris Martin.
Is it Chris Martin?
Yeah. It's from Carpool Karaoke. Like, right at the very end as they're like just getting out of the car. So
That's what a fitting.
I know, right?
What a fitting laugh
Topical.
to have. Wow, Chris Martin. Yeah, I've seen that video multiple times as well.
Like I said though, it's quite a normal laugh. Like
Yeah.
it's very just. It's not like Jay-Z's where it's just like.
Yeah, I can't even do it.
Yeah, right.
Nice one. That's a good one. It fits in nicely with the show.
Yeah, topical.
That's what I was going for.
So moving on
Moving on
to Aiden Barweeks.
number 2. Number 2 from me. It's a relatively short one, so I'll play it a few times for you. But here it goes. You
Okay,
should get it.
Here we go. What?
Play that one again.
God, it's so weird to hear laughs out of context.
Yeah.
Play again.
Like inhale at the end. One more time.
Oh God, I really don't know.
No? No ideas?
Is it someone that I should know?
See, I don't know, to be honest. You know who this person is,
Yeah.
but I don't know how, like, in tune you are, like, that you would recognise a laugh
For some
out of
reason,
context.
it reminds me of the lead guy from Goodfellas.
Ray Liotta?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. You'd
No.
have to tell me.
Yeah, give up?
Yeah.
So that is party boy Chris Pontius from Jackass.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He kind of is well known for his weird
Yeah.
little laugh. So there you go. I thought Rob would have got that one.
Yeah, no,
But
boom.
boom.
That's hard. That's
There you go.
actually...
It is quite a hard game.
Yeah. I like it, though. Challenging.
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 Challenging. Should we play it more? Link to the description.
Send us some mail.
Send us some mail again. Oh, wonderful. Well,
I think that's everything.
I think we're going to draw this one to a close. It's been good fun.
Oh, mate. It's been a blast.
It's been educational.
It's been emotional.
It's been jam-packed. I promised it would be jam-packed, and it is. You've been treated with some good content
With
for
some
this.
raspberry fucking conserve.
We will be back, I'm sure of it, with episode 2, with even more
Content.
delightful content for you. More special guests.
Yeah. If you want to support us, follow our Patreon.
Patreon, yeah.
No, we don't have one.
No, we
have
don't.
one. But,
We don't need money to do this. It's pretty easy.
All right, Jesus.
We're loaded. We don't need
fucking
Yeah, I didn't mean to say that. Like, it's just press record on some microphones. It's pretty easy.
We basically have all the equipment because we make videos for a living.
Yeah. That's the truth, my guys.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, don't forget to, if you have any recommendations film-wise for Netflix and Spill, send them in. We'll read them out. We'll consider them.
And you can do so by our personal Instagram accounts.
Yeah, well, they'll be in the descriptions or whatever that's linked to this. You
Or
know
you
who we
can-
are.
Or you can search at Darwin_Bob for me.
Yeah, or at Aidan Barwick for me. ADEN, not AIDAN or fucking alien or whatever.
Yeah.
Other
Just
people
think of the
spell
most
it.
basic, simple way of spelling it. That's
Yeah.
the way his is
That's pretty
spelt.
much it.
Or you could just type stinky boy.
Yeah, just type in stinky, horrible minger in Google and I'll come up. Top link, mate, page 1. Yeah, well, thanks for joining us. It's been good fun.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been great to see you in person again, Robbie,
Yeah, and you,
during
AD.
these difficult times.
Yeah.
And look forward to seeing you next time.
Yeah, it's
Take it
gonna be
easy,
good.
guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.